Hey, do you need wallpaper? Go to wallpaperboulevard.com. Give them my name, tell them Spencer Colgan sent you, and they'll be sure to give you 10% off at checkout. Check it out. Tell them I said hello. They have a tremendous selection. Don't shop anywhere else until you've checked out www.wallpaperboulevard.com. I'm sweating bullets in this very small bathroom, hanging 54-inch vinyl. Oh yeah, not easy. 12 foot high. Did you ever mess up a double cut? Did you ever go through your double cut and realize your pattern is off? And what do you say? You say something that starts with O. Whatever comes after O in your culture. But I've been there. Oh, it's the worst. I call it a nail biter. Let me show you what I'm talking about. Now, for the veteran wallpaper hangers who know everything and say, look at this guy, he leaves the selvage there. Please put the video off right now and go somewhere else. I don't need my wall covering cut right to the edge. Maybe you do, I don't. I cut off 85% of it and I rolled it up because I don't have a lot of room at the house in which I'm working. And I was too afraid, after I rolled up this 12-foot long panel and then trimmed the selvage, I wanted to leave a little room because sometimes I got too close to the blue. And I don't want to do that. So I table cut my selvage, but I left a little. In other areas, I cut it off just about right to the blue. But on this one, I left a little because I got gun shy because the last one I cut was too close to the blue. So the purpose of the video is this. How do I know if this panel, this one right here, is sufficiently overlapped onto this panel, this one, in order to make what appears to be a seamless double cut? The way to do that is to overlap your wall covering diligently from the top down to the bottom, joining the pattern. And fortunately for me, the length is only 50% pattern. 50%. In other words, it's mostly blue. And then you have these branches. And so if we're off, this is 5.5 feet here, folks. If we're off, guess what? Customer's gonna see it. So how do we do it? How do I know if I'm overlapped properly in order that I cut through? Now, you see this part? This is gonna be thrown out. You see this part? This is gonna be thrown out too. And so the point between the overlap bleed and the underlap bleed is going to be the area we call live. And the live area has to be properly overlapped. Let me show you what I mean. Do you see this little blue thing here? And do you see that little blue thing there? If I'm not perfectly overlapped here, my double cut's gonna be messed up. So now this is how I do it. Pick something that's going to make you realize you're off. Not off the wall, but off the mark. You see this thing? Watch this. Do you see how it moves? I don't mean this moving. Do you see how the image moves? I'm off. I gotta fix it. Let's do it again. We're looking for this one underneath it. I like that. I like it. That's all it is, folks. It's perfecting the overlap. That's all. Let's look for this thing here. Okay. Oh no, I'm off. All right. Let me put you on a different platform. All right. Now, for those of you out there who watch my channel, I'm very grateful. But here's what's been happening. I'm getting a lot of fans, and believe me, I appreciate it. Oh my goodness, this is perfect now. I appreciate it. And so does my wife. Because you guys are making me popular. Enough said. Let me bring you in close. Okay. So we were off. Somebody recently told me that a wallpaper hanger told me that he trained another wallpaper hanger. And he said, Spencer, I've trained 2 wallpaper hangers in my life, and they really did great work over the years. And he said, but one of them died. He said he killed himself. I said, that's terrible. He said, do you know how he killed himself? So I said, did he hang himself? Just joking around. And Larry, the fellow who works with me, he said, no, he didn't hang himself. Why would you say that? I said, well, he was a hanger. I'm joking, Larry. Anyway, if you don't find that funny, please, I understand. Please just let it go if you don't mind. All right, you see how this matches up? I feel like this one is too long this way. What do you think? I don't like it, I'm afraid. This is beautiful, perfect, right? But that's how you do it. So it's what I call the flip book method. Remember when you were a kid, did you ever make the little design on the notepad of the little guy, the face, and then the next page you draw his face a little different, and the successive pages you draw his face a little different. And if you flip through it, you got a movie, right? Well, this is the same science involved. What you're doing is looking to see a differential in position. And the way to do that is to go back to being a kid and simulate that little notepad book movie that you made. That's really all it's about. Now, the great thing about my job, which is different than yours, is that if this doesn't work out, I don't have to post a video. So you never see if I fail. What do you think? You know why I'm so happy, unlike all of my other videos? I'm going camping. I just got a beautiful camper. It's a Quantum, Thor, Thor Quantum. This thing is loaded. I feel like living in it. Look at that. Guys, perfect, perfect, perfect. You see the dot? See the dot? Okay, folks, that's how you do it. Okay, let's get this cut. Okay. Now, let's go in here. There are different ways to do this. This is my way. Okay. Now,
wow, Spencer, that really looks good.
don't judge it yet.
Don't judge it.
If you're cutting through dark colors, black, blue, red, make sure you have colored pencils. How you doing, man? How you doing? Yeah. How you doing? Okay. It looks good from your perspective, but it's not. It's not good yet. Not good. Okay, let me bring it down further. Hey, we gotta be honest. If we're gonna learn, we gotta perfect the seam. I call it finessing. Finessing the seam, okay? Okay. Let me get my yardstick back. Give me a moment.
It's a real game changer. Really. It's a game changer.
How many of you are out there saying right now, I could have had the whole room done right now, this guy? Usually guys say that. But it's alright. It's alright. It's what you call a frustrated paper hanger. Let me bring it down. But this guy, honey, all he does is talk. I could have had the whole room done. Meanwhile, they're the guys who won't put up the wallpaper in their own homes.
Honey, when are you gonna put the paper up? You said you were gonna do it last month.
I'm waiting for our anniversary.
But that's not for a year.
Exactly. Okay. Okay. Let's get this down. Oh my goodness, folks. Oh my goodness. Are you loving this? Oh man. Oh guys, I'm gonna post this. I'm gonna post it. Whoops. That's what you get for using props for the camera. So I get a lot of YouTube comments. And so somebody recently got on my channel and demanded answers. They probably didn't mean to, but it seems to me that when you have a YouTube channel, people think that you are here to be sort of like pushed around. Like, yeah, I asked you this question. I'm waiting for an answer. That seems to be the attitude. And so anyway, I didn't answer the question. Because it was several questions. And the person didn't seem considerate of my time. In other words, like, they're doing you a favor by watching your video, which in a way they are. They are. Hold on a second. I know you're not seeing anything right now, but I'll entertain you as I do this cut. So anyway, I didn't answer the question. Not out of spite, it's just that we gotta have respect for each other. I mean, come on, folks. Let me bring you up close. Spencer, you're such a genius. I love your work. Oh my goodness, do you have a dog? What? What does that have to do with it? You see, the flip book method works, folks. So, for those of you who are my loyal followers on YouTube, I thank you for your patronage. It was your support that recently helped me receive the public acclamation of being the best wallpaper installer in the state of Florida, voted by my wife and children. And I have to tell you guys, I'm very grateful for helping make that happen. I don't know what to say other than thank you. Okay, folks, let me trim that. What do you think? Let's see how I joined my scene. Let's see if my method is good. Spencer, you are amazing. You're such a profligate. I mean a prodigy. Sorry, my mistake. My bad. You're such a profligate. Is there any excuse today for bad vocabulary? I mean, Google it, man. Now, if you're like me, you don't use Google. I mean, if you're married, do you have any need to use it? Doesn't your wife know everything too? Oh. Okay, folks. I guess I'll have to show you the end result. This is 85% done. We gotta wash it. You see the paste there. But that's it, guys. Come on. Look, here's the result. All right. Now listen. You know, if you're an amateur, you may not get this result. But if you do it one time, I will formally graduate you from amateur to pro. One time. Because once you screw up $2,000 wallpaper, I guarantee you, you ain't gonna make the mistake again. Nah. What do you think? Now, for those of you who were thinking that's my seam, it's not. That's the wall covering. This is my seam. Let me prove it. You guys thought I lost it. I know that. That's all right. Okay, I'm going to clean it up and show it to you. Can you see the seam? That's how you do it. By the way, how do you like this beautiful project? So here it is, folks. Phillip Jeffries. 54-inch vinyl. Do I like it? I love it. But for those designers who may be watching, or for those aficionados of wallpaper who may be watching, you want a good job? Now I'm going to be honest with you. I am a fanatic for perfection. I am. I was supposed to start the next bathroom today, but I couldn't because the challenges presented by 54-inch vinyl in a 2x4 bathroom are manifold. And you can't rush this stuff. There is no reason to be putting 54-inch vinyl in a bathroom that spans 7 feet from door to wall. No reason at all. I hate to be negative, but do you want a perfect job? Most hangers, and when I say most hangers, I'm talking about the guys whose prices are pretty low. They're going to blow this. There are so many obstacles to work around. This and this with 12 feet of wall is quite the challenge when you're hanging 54-inch wide goods. If it were more narrow, the challenge would not be as great. And there would be a greater pool of wallpaper hangers who would do a very good job with this. But since it offers so many challenges to the hanger, keeping the product moist, preventing yourself from bending it and scarring it. It takes a paper hanger with a lot of patience to hang this product well. Very few paper hangers. And when I say very few, I mean the best are the only ones you want hanging something like this because of the challenges. Anybody who hangs wallpaper can hang more narrow material. When I say anybody, I mean if you're out there hanging paper, we can all hang 20-inch, 36-inch, but when you're hanging 54-inch goods, I mean, one sheet goes from here to there. Can you imagine hanging one sheet of paper, your arms fully extended, for a half an hour at a time while you're holding this stuff up? So my plea is to the folks at Phillip Jeffries and others, why are you making 54-inch stuff? Is there a reason? I'm serious. I'm sorry to be a negative person, but if you want your product, see, if I were a manufacturer of wallpaper, I wouldn't manufacture 54-inch goods unless it were vinyl without a pattern. You can make mistakes with it, but when you got to match up a pattern, a 54-inch product offers so many challenges that the hanger is inclined to make multiple mistakes. And so if the manufacturers go more narrow, you'll have more success with the product. And this is what manufacturers don't seem to understand. Not knocking them. They don't hang paper. They don't know. Remember my seam in the video? So, if you order this stuff, make sure you have a really patient paper hanger. Okay, that's it. I hope you love it. If you like the installation, click on like. Let me know. People ask me, how do you get behind here? In New York, we used to have radiator brushes. Put the wallpaper here, push it down with a dowel or a soft wooden thing or a metal hanger. Open it up and just slide it through. You shimmy it, one hand here, one hand there, and you just shimmy it back and forth. Your wallpaper falls down. Okay, that's it. Thank you for watching.